Thank you. Her family says they're finally getting answers 27 years after Teresa Burns' death. But they will have to wait 3 more days to learn whether a jury thinks Philip Jeans killed Burns in 1988. WSBT 22's Kelly Stopczynski sat in on this cold case murder trial all week long, and Kelly, both sides rested today.
But Jennifer, the jury won't get the case until Monday because the judge needed this afternoon to meet with the lawyers. Those jurors have so much to weigh, including testimony today from Philip Jeans' stepsister, who said she had a hard time remembering what she told detectives all those years ago. Philip Jeans' lawyers only called one witness to testify for the defense. Calais Wilkins, seen here in a white sweater, dated this man, James Lewis, in 1988. Lewis was also Philip Jeans' best friend. The defense tried throughout the trial to paint Lewis as a suspect in the case. Wilkins told jurors she took a stolen .22 caliber revolver from Lewis in early 1988, hiding it in her parents' home. Her parents found it and turned it over to police. A year later, she told police Lewis said, "I will kill you like I killed Teresa Burns." But during cross-examination, prosecutor Ken Cotter asked Wilkins why she never mentioned Lewis when she talked to police in 1988. "Are you kind of guessing that maybe James was the one that gave it to you? Or did Phil give it to you? Which is it?" Cotter asked. "I'm thinking I would have got it from James because that's who I was dating," Wilkins testified. Outside the courtroom, Teresa Burns' family said one of the things that surprised them most this week were dates that came up in court. When police interviewed people connected to the case or sent evidence to the Indiana State Police Crime Lab, and they didn't know until now those things were happening. And one example of that the Burns family gave me was when detectives reopened this cold case in August 2010. They say that's the same month and year Teresa Burns' mother passed away, and family says they had no idea at that point that detectives were even working on it.
At all. But
Right.
Did Teresa's mother talk to a detective that same summer of 2010?
A few
correct?
weeks earlier, saying she knew she didn't have much time left to live, but she would be watching them find justice for her daughter from the other side. That's what she told one of the detectives.
Okay, so testimony is over.
Right.
All of this happens, the closing arguments Monday. Jurors never heard about any sort of motive, though.
And prosecutor Ken Cotter told him at the very beginning they probably wouldn't, but he also reminded jurors motive is not necessarily required to convict someone of murder.
Doesn't necessarily need to be a part of this.
Right.
Yeah. Kelly, thank you.